said marriages changes everything, but for me, it changed nothing. There were no wedding bells in my heart, no excited butterflies, just quiet steps into a house that wasn't mine beside a man who barely looked at me. My life used to be quite predictable, the kind of routine where you know which street light turns green first, which corner cafe remembers your coffee order, and which dreams are safest left unspoken. But everything changed the day my parents handed me an envelope, a wedding proposal not from someone I knew, not from someone I loved, but from the John family. John Jungkook, the youngest director of his family, corporate empire, he was known for being worthless in meetings, unbreakable in interviews, and impossibly distant in a man who did not believe in distraction only love. They said his grandfather had told him that he wanted to see his grandson married, that I, with my quiet voice and unshakable manners, would be a perfect match, at least on paper. We were strangers wearing rings, sharing a roof, but never life. I did not expect love, just maybe a respect, maybe eventually warmth. But what I got was silence, a marriage signed like a contract, a husband who barely looked at me, and a big mansion so big it swallows sound, cold words, cold mornings, and eyes that pass right through me. I've been placed in someone else's world and no one told me how to survive here. The mansion they shared was vast, modern, and too quiet. Jungkook left early, returned late. They rarely spoke. They did not even share a bed. She slept in guest room across the hallway. But Wine noticed the little things. Her favorite tea stocked in the kitchen. Her steady desk moved closer to the window for better light, and once, when she had the flu, medicine quietly appeared by her bedside. No note, but his handwriting on the left. Still, he never smiled at her, never looked at her for more than a second. I am his responsibility, nothing new. She buried herself in books, cooked sometimes to just stay occupied, and took evening walks in the garden. Occasionally she caught him watching from the balcony, but he would always turn away too fast. Lying to herself one night, "It's like I don't exist in this house until I'm sick or gone." Well, placing food on the table. You did not eat lunch again, did you? Jungkook without looking up. I wasn't hungry. Why? Skipping meals would solve your stress. Later we're talking about it. Wine heart softly. I was not trying to hurt. Just you don't have to. We're not that close. She did not reply, just sat down quietly and finished her meal alone. Wine began pretending to sleep early. That's when it started happening. Every night around 2 a.m., the door would open gently. She could hear him step inside, soft steps, white third of his blazer being removed. Then the bed would dip slightly as he sat beside. "I'm sorry I was cold today. I don't know how to be good at this. I wish you did not look so sad." Sometimes his hand would graze hers, sometimes he would just lie beside her, barely breathing, but he never stayed until midnight, and she never let him know she was awake. He did not hate her. In fact, the truth was painful opposite. He admired her quiet strength, The way she smiled even when she was the way folded towels perfectly and how she cooked. He noticed she deserves someone who does not freeze up around her warm. Someone who does not just admire her from across the hallway like it all. But his walls were high, too high. He had watched his own parents fight, destroy each other with words, then pretend nothing happened for the world. Love, to him, was messy, dangerous, so he kept his distance. If I don't get too close, I can't get her, and neither can she. But every night he gave in when she was asleep. When the lights were off, he would slip into her room just to feel a moment of what it would be like if he was with. Just to make sure she was breathing, just to say the words she could never say in the daylight. He would whisper confessions into her hair, trace her fingers, and imagine a future. Hold her like she was his world because he was, but he never stayed until morning. And the truth was, he was falling in love, completely helpless. He just did not know how to fall without breaking. Jungkook's old college friends had flown for a reunion. The dining table has buzzing with wine and expensive suits. They were loud, confident, careless with the words. You stayed in the kitchen, preparing snacks, your ears unintentionally catching parts of the conversation. So married life, huh? Never thought of you settle down to work. That spicy behind those closed doors. Don't even ask. Jungkook laughed bitterly. It wasn't love, it was an arrangement. Honestly, she is kind, but she's just a burden right now. I have got too much going on. Ouch, hold much. They all laugh. You dropped the spoon. That word, burden. It wasn't just the word, it was the tone, like you were nothing but a weight you carried to please someone else. You did not cry, you did not scream, you just walked your room slowly, feeling like your feet were made of glass. The word keeps circling in your mind, a burden. So that's what I am to him, a favor, a formality. You turn off the lights and lay in bed, hurt like an empty teacup. He hated parties, hated pretending, but he hated himself more in that moment because of what he said. Why did I say that? The words I threw out carelessly, meant to push away my friends' teasing, meant to protect myself from their curiosity. The stabs you right in the heart. You are not a burden, you were the only calm thing in that chaos. And yet when they laughed, he laughed too, because he didn't know how to say, I'm scared that I might be falling for her. At 3:12 am, the house was dark, the door was half shut. He pushed it open slowly, barefoot, the cold floor grounding him. Moonlight touched your face, peaceful and soft. She heard you, the guilt screamed louder than his heartbeat. She was facing the wall, motionless, under the blanket, but she was not asleep. The door creaked, footsteps, the bed dipped. He lay beside her without a word, pulled her close. I did not mean it. I only said it so they would not ask questions. Please don't believe them, please. He lay beside her and without a word, pulled her close. He hugged her tighter, as if she would vanish. Don't leave me. And that's when she turned around. I was not asleep. His breath caught eyes wide. You heard everything, every night. Why did not you see anything? Because you never meant to love me and the daylight. I did, I do. I just did not know how. I was scared of falling, of hurting you. Then stop hiding. She slowly pulled his hand off her waist. You don't get to hold me in the shadows and shame me in the light. Please tell me, what can I do to fix this? Earn me the way you should have from one day, not with secrets or pity, with presence, with respect. And then she turned back away, letting silence answer his embrace. The next morning, Jungkook did not leave at dawn. He stayed. He waited outside her room. When she walked past him coldly, he followed, not with pleading words, but quiet actions. Made her tea exactly how she liked it, cleared his schedule to eat lunch with her, did not speak much, just stayed near respectfully. He texted her once, "Today is day one of learning to love you the way you deserve," out loud. She did not reply. That evening, she found a notebook on her desk, a handwritten list titled "Things I Never Told You, but Should Have." A week later, at a family gathering, someone joked about their arranged marriage again. This time, Jungkook did not look away. He stood up in front of everyone. It might have been arranged, but I am the lucky one. She is not my burden. She is the reason I became better. Wine heard him from the hallway. She did not run into his arms, but she smiled softly. Because love does not happen in one night. It happens in earned morning. But this time, before reaching for her hand, he asked, "May I lie beside you?" She looked at him. "Only if you stay when the sun comes up. I will for the rest of my life, if you will let me." She did not say yes yet.